Steel Toe Morning Show.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Toe Morning Show. Do I look like I have cancer? I just wanted to get that out. Oh, my God. I'm like the prosecutor in The Devil's Advocate when Delroy Lindo tried to kill him with his voodoo. Wait. Question about The Devil's Advocate real quick before we get into anything today. Someone says not compared to Mike David. Oh, that's mean. That's mean, Snookerman. You're saying that he has more cancer than I do. That's mean-spirited. Only follically. All right, you know what? I'm sorry I asked. You're right. Fuck me. I shouldn't have asked the cancer question. Quick question about The Devil's Advocate before we begin. He was Delroy Lindo, right? Like John Milton was Delroy, like the devil controlled Delroy Lindo's character, the voodoo guy with the goats and everything. Or no, that's why Delroy Lindo stared at that prosecutor and the prosecutor kept having coughing fits. I got that, right? That movie's only like 30 years old, and I've only watched it 1,000,000 times, but I'm starting to think that's the case. Because I know he's the journalist at the beginning and at the end. And I think he's the homeless guys, right? That kill Charles Dietz. But he's Delroy Lindo, right? You know, I feel like half the audience is like, I haven't seen The Devil's Advocate. And the other half is saying, what the fuck is a Delroy Lindo? Gray Idol says that was a demon. Okay, so that wasn't Al Pacino. Good to know. Cockdiff says, sick again? Holy shit. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. Snookerman says, I only remember Charlize in the church scene. That was pretty fucked up. J-Dub says, no, that was a separate entity. All right, well, good. Good. Question answered. If I hadn't had a coughing fit at the beginning of the show, I wouldn't have found out the answer to that. So, great show today. We've got Rumble Link Friday. $5 a link. You throw up whatever you want to throw up there. Lots of great stories, lots of great clips, scenes, movies. I got a song in my head yesterday and it's not coming out. And I don't mind it. It's a song that I like having in there. But it's also a song that when it came out, I think I was out of new music. Like I'm out of new music now. I'm old. I'm 37. So, like, something's got to really hit culturally for me to hear it. Like the Beyonce country song. Which, the Beyonce country song, I can't listen to more than 10 seconds of that shit. That is horrible. I hate that song. And then I got to watch, like, country. You got to watch all these country artists get interviewed by, because I go on TMZ a lot to get the show ready. And I hate going on TMZ and watching them interview all these country stars. And I have to realize which country stars, like who's got their money and who's set for life and who's good and who still needs the business. Because The country people who have money and are good and they're set, they're like, I don't know, man. That's kind of fucking whack. That's shit. And then the ones who still need the business, who want to release albums and stuff, they're like, oh, I think it's wonderful. Beyonce is such a great artist, and she'll bring so much attention to country music. And fuck. So it's getting a little jarring to see who's set in the music business and who still needs the music business. That's what or you know what? Maybe some of those artists, they are set, and maybe they really do like that Beyonce's doing country. That could be it too. I have to stop being so skeptical. There's nothing worse than cynicism. I really don't like cynicism. Like there's something in politics, a state representative here that I used to talk to a lot, Dean Erdahl, who's retiring, by the way. I think this is his last session. He used to say, don't assume the motives of others. And I try to live by that. The problem is, it's like being the side that puts your guns down first. Like you really run the risk of just getting, turned into Swiss cheese, like just getting littered with bullets. And that's how I feel sometimes, because if I feel myself assuming someone's motive, I try to go, don't do that, fuckface. Don't assume motive. Just take them as they come. Take them as they are. Even if you assume motive and you're right, like you're still being cynical. And you're trading like innocence and goodness for a few seconds of maybe calling something before it happened. To me, it's not worth it. But when you stop assuming motive, that doesn't mean other people are going to stop assuming motives, and they can still kind of hurt you in that way. And that sucks. But that's kind of what I'm doing now, though. I realize I'm assuming motive with some of these artists where they're like, oh, Beyonce, I think it's wonderful. I'm like, you just need the music industry, you fucking whore. It's not necessarily true. Maybe they really do think it's great that Beyonce's doing country music, which, there's only you and me, and we just disagree. $340 away from today. Thank you very much, Scooby Jooby Jew, for starting us off. We'll get our Rumble links going here. Why don't we say goodbye to YouTube already? YouTube, thank you very much. I'm going to throw the link in the YouTube chat for Rumble Friday. There you go. And then I'm going to copy and paste all the links if you want to donate to the show. $340 away from doing $1030 today. Boom. There you go. All the links are in the chat. If you just want to throw us a few bucks, that's totally fine. If you want to throw us $5 and put a link in there, we have to play it. If you want to put $10 in there and send us a link, we have to play it right away. So thank you very much, YouTube. It's been real. We're going to let you go. Come on over to Rumble. The link is in the YouTube chat, and we'll see you very soon. And